Nope, nope, never mind. Okay, so good news. It is single target. Oh. And because I already used the invincibility skill and it's still on cooldown, this is gonna hurt. Not as much as I thought it would. I'm basically just adding layers of defense. I'm guessing I just need to hold out for another couple of turns. Okay.
honey. Don't see rain.
Oh. Hang on a sec.
Fuck's sake! What's going on there? Yeah. Thunderstorm! Rain at 2 p.m. Yeah! Rain! Just rain!
新名会長落ち着いて。
Not biblical fucking flood.
それはすべての傷、すべての怨恨を癒す我らが
This
故
is
郷。
why they didn't want to go out. Once again,
権限
rain.
せよ
Yeah, dude.
ロードキャメロット。
Fucking hell.
Sorry about that.
倒します。
You're fine. Just looking at the divine punishment that is probably going on outside.
新名偽装で
What do you mean?
精錬たるコメン月下返す
Rain. Yes. Rain.
Oh, 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 oh.
Not like the skies have opened up.
Oh, shoot. Guess my luck ran out on that one, but at the same time, it looked like I was supposed to lose. I thought it was just going to be an endurance battle. Gah! It's no use. Nothing's working on her. My strength is fading. I see. And here I thought your shield might be something special. But the Round Table's protection is useless against me. My mystics are just too powerful for it. Huh? That explosion came from the castle keep! Lord Bogart! Oh crap. She totally wants to go save him, doesn't she? I'm glad she doesn't look as defeated as she did a second ago, but come on! Oh? A second wind? You're tougher than you look. I see why you chose Galahad for your name, at least. But it's no use, child of prophecy. This ends now. You're not going anywhere. We don't need two children of prophecy. I guess it was just too soon for you to call yourself a Tom Lin, or to assume Galahad's name. Goodbye. Who did that? Sorry about that, but that girl there is an acquaintance of mine. I didn't want to get involved, but I'd also rather she not die on me. Please, stand down, Lancelot. Do that, and we can call, just go home, no fuss, no muss. Are you? The wolf who's been watching me over me all this time? You knew? So much for the mysterious shtick. Your instincts, no, your powers of observation are just as keen as ever. Anyway, I'll handle Lancelot here. Don't worry. I can at least buy you enough time to escape. All right. Thank you, robed person. Wait, the hell? I thought you were gonna run outside. Why are you headed back to the castle? Hey! I knew it. But what can you do? That's MASH for you. Hey, Greamer. It is you, right? Sorry to run since we haven't seen each other in forever, but thanks for this. Sure, no problem. Definitely not going to survive this, but oh well. So, mind facing me instead? It might cost me my life, but I can at least send you flying out of the castle. Greamer. I see. So you're Greamer the Sage, the savior from the FAE area's familiar. Now you're a servant who's been summoned to the era of the High Queen. And you still haven't learned. Her Majesty said I should dispose of you, so I will. I don't suppose you have any last words? Oh, sure, but it'd take way too long to get through them all. Besides, we're both outsiders in Fairy Britain anyway. So let's just have some fun and not worry about the rest. Alright, let's see.
What are you eating?
I'm eating cereal.
What kind? Which
Store
cereal?
brand.
Let's see.
Or like, wait, is it Cocoa
What?
Pops or Cornflakes?
No, it's Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oop, hold on. Wow, so you even deflected that one. I guess your skin really is tougher than Gawain's. But, unfortunately for you, I don't care how tough your skin is. I only care about what's under it. I want to touch your muscles once they're all exposed, gushing blood. I want to make a belt from your guts. Well, go on, big guy. Scream for me. Scream from your insides being twisted all around. You'll be just like an old doll nobody wants to buy. Hey, watch it, m'lady. You almost got blood on me. I'm about to see an old friend here, you know? I gotta look my best. Oh, please. You were practically drenched in blood just a little while ago. Anyway, check this out, Beryl.
Oh,
See how miserable Boggart looks?
oh, oh.
Yeah, you're
light
streaming.
flicker. Oh no.
Yeah, your end of the stream caught up.
No. Lights flicker.
Oh,
what?
let's see. First, a little charm to project his soul into his likeness. And, look, I can move him however I like. First we bend the arms, then we bend the legs, and... That's the ugliest marionette I've ever seen. This spell you taught me is hilarious. Oh, that one? It's called Fetish. It's a bit beyond me, but since you're a fairy, it's obviously no problem for you. If anything, it looks like a perfect fit for you. Even I didn't think you were going to take to it this much. Fetish? What a silly name. Okay, I'm going to make this my noble phantasm. Whoever I use this on will be into my plaything before they even know what's happening. They'll be mine to do with as I please before I even know what's being done to them. Ooh, this is awesome! I love it! Face left, face right, put your hands together in prayer. I can't think of a more pathetic way to die. Damn you, Tristan! I'll never fall to the likes of you. Ugh, just shut up and die already. How the hell are you still alive when your heart's been torn to pieces anyway? Whoa there, my lady. Don't finish him off just yet. Just keep it cool for now. I still need him alive for one last thing. At least for a little longer. Well, speak of the devil. Guess your wifey really loves you, huh, Mr. Lord? I'm kind of jealous. Bogart, are you okay? Why? Hang on, Mash. Can't you slow down? Ah, what the hell? Why is Bogart all bloody and floating in the air? Did that girl sitting on the throne do this to him? Hold on, Bogart. I'll get you down from there. Whoa there, not so fast. If you want Lord Bogart to live, you'd better not move a muscle. You did come here to save him, right? How about we start with a nice, peaceful discussion? After all, you were never too big on fighting and stuff, right, Mash? You know who I am, don't you? But I'm afraid I don't have your memories right now, right? Oh, yeah, I heard. What was his name again? Mikey? Minky? Funky? Whatever it was, he told me all about it. And you sure have been through a lot, huh, Mash? I can only imagine how hard it was for you. But don't you worry. My name's Beryl Gut, and I'm here to rescue you from your hardships in this strange land. Don't be fooled by this pretty face. Behind it is a mind filled with information about your past. Now, come on. Let's go back to New Darlington and have some fun, just like we used to. Don't trust him, Mash. He's bad news. Lancelot was a bad matchup for us because she was just too strong. But he's just bad no matter how strong or weak he might be. He reeks of blood down to his soul. I feel the same way, even if I did know him. I can still tell that I shouldn't trust anything he says. Ouch, that hurts, Mash. What happened to you? First you lose your memories, then you lose your way? Oh, right, I see. You must have gotten mixed up with the wrong kind of fairies. Hey, I don't blame you. If I'd been palling around with a bunch of broke-ass bandits, I'd probably have trouble trusting people too. But hey, don't worry. I'm still the same. What happened to the fairy who told you about me? Tell me, where is Winky now? I can't tell you that. I mean, I don't know or care where fairies go when they die, right? You! Huh? Who said you could move? No way! Ugh! That hurt! I've heard of throwing people against the wall, but I've never had a wall thrown against me. Yikes! Guess I better do something before you literally turn me into mincemeat. Truth is, Mash, neither me nor that Tom Lynn there can beat you now. Not when you're a Tom Lynn named after Galahad, the greatest knight the Round Table ever produced. So I'm afraid we've got no choice but to play dirty. Do it, Tristan. You got it. Like this, right? See? Your beloved Lord Bogart is dangling outside the castle walls now. All I have to do is release this thread, and he'll hit the ground head first. Normally a little drop like this wouldn't faze him, but since he's hanging on by a thread in more ways than one, I think it'll be enough to finish him off. Now, how much longer are you going to keep making moves on my man? Whew. Thanks, Lady Spinal. I swear, how did you know exactly what I had in mind? You're a genius. Of course I knew, Beryl. This is us we're talking about. And I know just what's going to happen next, too. What do you want? It doesn't seem like you're here to capture the Child of Prophecy. Me, that is. Well, technically we did come here to kill the Child of Prophecy, but whether we do or not kinda depends. See, we're actually in more dire straits here than we might seem. Even together, me and Lady Spinal are no match for you. And you'll never forgive us for tormenting Bogart there. So if he dies here, it's obvious we'll be the next ones to bite it. If you went nuts, there's not much we could do about it. I suppose you're right. I don't think I could stop myself either. Right? Which is why I propose a little wager. I'll let you in on a secret. I'm Morgan's master. Oh, right. Guess you don't know what a master is now, do ya? Basically, I'm kinda like Morgan's husband. If you kill me, both Morgan and her army will lose at least half their strength. So any child of prophecy worth her salt, or shield, as it were, would never pass up the chance. And like I said earlier, not even the two of us combined could stop you now. While I hate to say this after I went through all the trouble of putting this show together, it'd be all for nothing if we fought. Or at least, that would be the case if you didn't have our little insurance policy here. Understand? So you want me to let you two go in exchange for Boggart's life? You want me to choose between killing you and saving him? Hmm? No, I don't think we need to bother with that. The thread keeping Boggart in the air snapped. Barrelgoot was right. He did know the girl well. He knew that with the thread gone, she wouldn't hesitate to dive after Boggart to save his life. Boggart! See? Even with her memories gone, she's still the same old mash. As far as I'm concerned, it won't matter if she never gets over her amnesia. Barrelgoot's laughter echoed throughout the ruins of the castle, after he had finished snickering at the girl's desperate rescue attempt. Okay. Now we just have to bring this black barrel thing back with... Hey, Lady Spinal? What happened to the giant 3-meter long cannon that was just here? Don't tell me it fell too. Seriously? Huh? Sorry, I was so absorbed in you that I didn't see what happened to it. Ah. Oh well. Guess I can't blame you for that. Besides, it's no biggie. Alright, Lady Spinal, I think we've had enough fun for one night. What do you say we head back home? Are you sure? What about that MASH girl? I thought you really wanted her. Well, sure, but remember how Morgan said to leave her alone? Besides, no one but Lancelot could take her now, anyway. I'm just gonna have to think of another way to make her mine. I see. So she's stronger than I am. Ugh, that little brat. I was so excited to tear her apart. Is it okay if I go kill the fairies here? I need to blow off some steam before I die from the stress. Oh, don't worry. We just have to change our approach. Remember what I told you before? If you can't hurt the outside, rot the inside. If Mash wants to rescue people as the child of prophecy, we'll let her do just that. That way, it'll just be a matter of time until she feels her conscience weighing down on her. The more she goes around passing herself off as the child of prophecy, the more despondent she'll end up. That's just how things seem to work here in the land of the FAE. In the span of the few seconds it took for the two figures to fall from the castle keep to the courtyard, the girl made a desperate dash down the castle wall, cradled Boggart in her arms, and turned to absorb the brunt of the impact herself. Though she knew it was the only thing she could do to keep Boggart alive, she hadn't accounted for his weight being added to her fall. And even she couldn't help but experience a short bout of dizziness upon standing up. I'm okay. I'm okay. What about you, Boggart? Are you all right? More or less. Besides, this is my second time falling from that height. Though panting and out of breath, Boggart's flippant remarks were as cutting as ever. The girl gave a great sigh of relief, but that relief proved short-lived. Boggart's body was cold as stone, and his breathing faint and shallow. We need to get you to a medic right away, but I'm afraid everyone in the castle is... It's all right. I know all the medics are gone. I can hear the sounds of swords clashing, flames spreading, and my soldiers' battle cries and death throes. Just a second. So the enemy has made it inside the castle. Yes, they have. By the time I got back, it was already too late. Why did you... Never mind. Just take me to the rear gate. I trust you can do that since you came all this way for me. Of course. Oh, but Habitrot still isn't... I'm right here. Jeez, I can't believe you just jumped out of the castle like that. Still, it did turn out to be the fastest way to escape, so I guess it all worked out. Oh, thank goodness. I guess I should have known you would be light on your feet, Happy Cat. You know it. Plus, my spinning wheel here can actually fly a bit. Trust me, it's a lot more versatile than it looks. But don't call me Happy Cat. Makes me too happy. Right. Okay. I'm going to take Boggart to the rear gate. Would you cover me, Habitrot? Habitrot nodded. Of course. The girl tried to lift Boggart's great bulk, only to realize the magical energy that had been surging through her moments ago had vanished. Between her battle with Lancelot and the fall she had just taken, she had long since reached her limit. You fool. Tomlin or not, you're still half human. Stop, Boggart. You mustn't. You're in no condition to carry me. Please, put me down. I can walk on my own. Don't be ridiculous. You don't even have the strength to escape my grip. Come. The rear gate is this way. Hurry. Boggart picked the girl up roughly and staggered forward as quickly as his bloody body could move, which was, of course, not very quick at all. But he kept on, slowly but surely, like a groom carrying his bride across the threshold. Oh man, I think it's even worse now. There are more fairies packed in front of the gate now than ever, Boggart. There's no way we can get close without the Queen's soldiers spotting us. Up to that point, Habitrot had been able to keep them away from the Queen's soldiers. But that luck was not to last. If they were to approach the gate now, all eyes would be on Boggart and the Child of Prophecy. You're right. It's fortunate that the gate is already open, but at this rate... No. We can still get out through the gate. If we stay here, it will only be a matter of time until they find us anyway. Thanks to you two, I've got a good deal of my strength back. I can run now. Some of my citizens still can't make up their minds about whether they should stay or go. I have to help them escape. Keep your head down until we're outside, Child of Prophecy. I don't want you drawing attention to yourself now. Okay, if you say so. All right. Let's go. What are you fools doing? The castle has fallen. The battle on the main street is over. The Queen's soldiers are headed this way. Escape through the rear gate and get to the twisted hole in Thistle Hill. I trust you know what I mean by that, my fellow Sheffielders. Lord Boggart? You're alive? But Thistle Hill's twisted hole is a one-way road. That's where the night call... That's where I'm going. If any of you have any other prospects, you're free to take them. But don't stay here. Don't you hear that? Gawain's black dogs, the main force of the Queen's army, are headed this way. At Boggart's command, the fairies began scrambling through the rear gate. As he carried the girl in his arms, Boggart himself continued to walk through the gate slowly, calmly, setting an example to keep the nearby fairies from panicking. I'm impressed, Boggart, but how's getting them outside gonna help? Look behind us. The Queen's army really is hot on our heels. They'll catch up to these fairies in no time unless someone closes the... Huh? The gate's closing. Wow, Boggart, I'm impressed. Was it set up to do that automatically when you passed through it? Yes. I suppose by some curious stroke of luck, it was. Huh? Hearing Bogart speak through clenched teeth, the girl sensed something was amiss. She lifted her head and turned to look back at the now far-off gate. Wait. Please wait! Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you for rescuing me that day. Thank you for giving me a name. Thank you for always smiling at me. Still cradled in Bogart's arms, the girl gathered all her strength to wave back at the two fairies with the brightest smile she could muster. I can't believe it! Bogart's alive! And is that Mash there with him? Then she must have made it back in time to save him. That's great. I can't believe she pulled it off. But with the gate still open... Oh, crap! Even at this distance, Mash is looking real pale. Lancelot must have gotten her. That's gotta be why Bogart's carrying her. But hey, at least now they can get away. What a relief. Come on, Rob. Let's go after them. This is our chance to travel with Mash again. Yeah, that sounds pretty nice. Hell, maybe we could even make Bogart part of the gang. He'd make the perfect bodyguard. That way Mash's job would get a little easier, too. I bet Winky wouldn't be too happy about it, though. But before we get to that, there's something else we've got to do first. Huh? What do you mean, Rob? Is it important? Yup, real important. We're the only ones who can, and I can't do it alone. No, it's something we have to do, Wag. Are you okay, Rob? Is something wrong? Whatever it is, you can tell me. You're my big brother. Whatever you want to do, I'm game. Thanks, Wag. Alright then. Let's go close the gate. Don't worry, I still remember what you told me before. All we have to do is lower the levers to close the gate, then destroy the safety mechanism so they can't be opened again. That'll trap the Queen soldiers inside for a good while. Huh? But Rob, that'd mean we... Now I gotcha. Okay, Rob, just leave it to me. But we can at least say goodbye, right? We wouldn't want Mash to worry about us. No, we wouldn't. And since the Queen's soldiers are going to break into the guardhouses anyway, we might as well run up to the top of the gate. From there? Okay, good. I just made eye contact with Bogart. He's sharper than he looks, so I'm sure he'll figure out what's going on. What are you fools doing? Bogart's resonant voice rang out through the town square. While it did snap the fairies out of their panic, it also alerted the Queen's army to their location. Okay, let's do this, Wag. You know, I think this is the most excited I've been since we got to Fairy Britain. You said it, Rob. We might have been in all sorts of trouble before, and life wasn't always easy here. But now I'm real glad we came. And so the two brothers closed the gate. It goes without saying that the Queen's soldiers were none too pleased. Once they found the fairies hiding in the guardhouses, the pair became the target of an army's frustration. The brothers saw Bogart shrinking into the distance, and in his arms the girl looking back at them. Look, Rob! It's Mash! She sees us! Hey, Mash! Glad you're okay! Wish I was smart enough to say this better, but thanks for saving our lives! Thanks for everything! Rob looked with sadness and pride at his brother happily waving at the girl. The sound of boots echoed louder from downstairs. Soon the brothers' journey would be over. You know, putting your life on the line to protect what's most important to you is... kinda nice. Ah, screw it. Who cares about the Queen's soldiers? I'm gonna wave to her, too. Bye, Mash. Take care. Don't worry about us. You paid us back and then some long ago. Thanks again for saving us, prophecy or no prophecy. You're the weirdest knight I ever met, but I wouldn't have it any other way. This is the best trip I ever had. I'll never forget it. Later, some of the Queen's knights went out to search for the escapees, but Boggart and the others were nowhere to be seen. And so the Battle of Sheffield came to an end, with the voices of two fairies waving right up to their final moments.
This is an interesting question for you.
What's up?
Is there a thing as too much burger and too much cheese?
That
The
is.
answer seems to be yes.
Are we looking at something in the food channel? Nope. Okay.
I'm looking at something on Reddit.
Ah.
Some song of fucking like wedding cake sized burger in half.
Oh,
And
Jesus. Yeah, that
burger does not look good.
that is a huge burger. All right. The Twisted Hole.
No. Or are you saying that in reference to what how I described it?
A huge burger, just, the fact that it's the size of a wedding cake.
Yeah. Yeah, they're taking like an actual like proper big knife to like start sawing this thing in half.
All right. Here we go. The fairies who escaped from Sheffield evacuated to a cave north from the city. The Twisted Hole of Thistle Hill, a dread cave known to be home to a single night call. Boggart said he had readied the cave to serve as a shelter in the event of an emergency. He said he had defeated the night call himself and that it was now a perfectly safe hideout. Naturally, it contained stores of food for humans and the fairies' favorite kind of oak trees. Boggart had done his duty as the Lord of Sheffield, but now... Please, Lord Boggart, drink this. It's thistle morning dew. It should at least keep you from getting parched. Boggart had gone still, his body horribly cold, the light drained from his eyes. His strength hadn't really returned. His march to safety had been one final act of defiance from the Lord of Sheffield. Child of prophecy? Are you there? Yes, Lord Boggart. I'm right here. Lord, huh? Well, that makes sense. There are other fairies here, after all. This cave leads to Eastern Odvina, Britain's leyline caverns. They can take you to any of the other cities without needing to set foot above ground. You can use them to make your escape. Guards, now that you've shaken the Queen's pursuers, you are to remain here for the time being. Whatever you do, do not ask Noknavriab for protection. She may be magnanimous to those who join, but she's ruthless to any who try to leave. She's little better than Morgan. If you must seek help, go south and find the Round Table. Lord Boggart, please, you need to rest. Don't worry, my fellow guards and I will keep the people of Sheffield safe. The people of Sheffield, huh? I built Sheffield out of anger at being banished from Norwich 100 years ago. I never realized it until now, but I cared more about it than I realized. Being the lord of this domain and its people gave me a fiery sense of purpose. Yes, I did hate Morgan. I hated Woodwose and Spriggan, too. I wanted to rule Fairy Britain to get revenge on all of them. But the truth is, I wanted to protect Norwich as well. I wanted to save my people, and live up to their expectations of me. And above all, I wanted to go back home. Back to that city of sticky ocean wind and antsy crafts fairies. How strange. I always thought I hated that city's restless atmosphere. Do you understand these odd feelings, child of prophecy? Yes, I do. You've described a hometown. Your hometown. Right from the start, you were rallying soldiers, just so you could save Norwich, Lord Boggart. I must have been more transparent than I thought. Tell me, child of prophecy, you who hates war, what happened to that iron cylinder? She shook her head from side to side, unsure if Bogart could even see her. I see. It seems I unwittingly gave you an excuse to escape. I don't regret anything I did as the Lord of Sheffield, but... Rash. Right to the end, I wanted... And so Bogart quietly breathed his last. Even as the fairies grieved the loss of their lord, they were troubled by worry over what tomorrow may bring. But just when the mood in the cave couldn't get any more despondent, the lone girl raised her head with a strong sense of purpose. Lady Mash? Where are you going with your shield? Hey, she's not Bogart's wife anymore. So, what are you going to do now, Mash? I'm going to Norwich. Norwich, Lady Mash? By yourself? Yes, and not because I may be the child of prophecy. I'm going because Norwich needs help. Right now I want to save it more than anything. I feel like that's what I have to do. Then we'll come with you. It's our job to keep the child of prophecy safe. Don't be daft. Your guys' job is to protect the townspeople, right? I know how you feel, but you can't just abandon your posts like that. Not unless you want Bogart haunting you from the afterlife. Well, yes, that's true, but we can't send Lady Mash out alone. She won't be alone. I'm going with her. Plus, we have a guide right here. Mr. Wolf! I knew you would stay with me. The wolf turned without so much as a sound and began walking away, deep into the dark, dark caverns that lead to the labyrinth, known as the Odvena. Huh? You mean we're leaving right now? Somebody's impatient. Then again, I guess time isn't exactly on our side. If we're going to take the Odvena, it'll take us over a week to get to Norwich. And since there's no telling when this calamity pool might make a move, we don't have any time to rest. I suppose you're right. The Odvena is a dangerous place. We would only slow Lady Mash down if we went along. Good luck, Lady Mash, and thank you for bringing Lord Bogart back to us. Not at all. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Take care of yourselves, everyone. I'm off to save Norwich as the Knight of Sheffield. And so the girl's journey truly began. While there were other dangers for her to overcome in the Odvena, those stories will have to wait for another time. The other child of prophecy would make her way through the labyrinth, befriending new fairies along the way, to arrive in the fateful city of Norwich. What will happen there? You'll just have to see in the main story.
Alright, is that it for today?
I believe so. Okay. Alright. Let's see,
地道にコツコツやる？それとも盛大にリソースを使うのかな？
I think before we end it off, let's do a little... Got a lot of these hellfires. Let's see, are there any sabers that I can buff? Yeah, let's go with that. Can I ascend her? I can. That is pretty.
またハリ殿やサロメ殿のご意見を取り入れてみたのです。いかがでしょう。あ、角が出てしまっていますね。
Alright, and now back to servant enhancement, and let's get our... There we go. Would be funny if I got a great success, so I would have to ascend her again. Dang it, I was hoping that would happen. Oh well.
そろそろクエストに戻る？いいよ。その代わり戻ってきた。
Alright, so that's done. Yeah, let's go ahead and raid. Let's go ahead and raid Pink Kitty Rose, who is currently doing an Ocarina of Time randomizer. Let's just raid with our default.
I think the storm is passing over now.
Yeah, like you couldn't die.
What?
What?
Let's just raid. Alright, let's see. Tomorrow's stream will probably be a later evening stream, so like 5:30 or 6:30, whenever is the usual time for that.
Okay.
Oh, this
work during the day tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah. This coming weekend, I will be doing volunteer work at AwesomeCon.
Oh, awesome.
So that's gonna be fun. All right.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Hey.
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 All right. Let's get.
Yeah. I'm out.
All right. Let's go ahead and raid, and I will see you guys another time.